How's it going, everyone out there in YouTube land? Today I wanted to share some things with you that are pretty important to me. They may not be all that rare and all that valuable, but these 1940s fan club premium pins, rings, pinbacks, they were given to me by my father, who thankfully he's still alive. He's 74. I've been really lucky to have awesome parents, and my dad knows how much I love this stuff, and he thought I'd appreciate them. And it's really awesome because he saved these. Like I said, he's 74. He saved these from the time he was probably about 7 or 8 years old. So it's pretty awesome. I also wanted to say, admittedly, I'm not that knowledgeable in the arena of these collectors clubs, rings and buttons and premiums and pinbacks and stuff. So anybody out there who really knows about this stuff, or any of the pop culture experts, anything you know about these pieces that you could share with me, I'd really appreciate it. But I'll tell you what I know about them. This first ring here, if I can get a better shot of it, this is the Lone Ranger flashlight ring, and it was a premium giveaway by the General Mills cereal company in 1948. And you could only get these batteries through them. It's in pretty nice shape. It still has the original battery and the original light bulb. I remember the ad. I saw an ad for this giveaway on eBay, and I'm trying to save money for Comic-Con, but maybe if the bidding doesn't get too high, I might get it. But you know, the poster said, I think it was like 10 cents and 1 Cheerios box top. You could get 2 extra batteries for this thing. But that's pretty neat. That's a Lone Ranger one. This is another Lone Ranger one, and this is really cool, but it seems to be not as valuable as the rest. This is the 1947 Kick Cereal Premium Lone Ranger 6-gun ring. And try and zoom in here. It's got a flint on it there, as you can see on the top. You can, I don't know if you put caps or flints in it or whatever, but it would spark, or maybe be used as a cap gun. Has a little bit of patina down there around the bottom, but this is in pretty awesome shape here. That's cool, I think. Can I get? I'm not trying to focus on that ring. I'm trying to focus on this one. My phone wants to focus on the ring in the background. Oh well, sorry. But let's see if I hold it up. There we go. Sorry, I can get a little better look at it. It's in pretty nice shape. Most of these he kept in pretty nice shape. They have a little wear and patina on them because of the age, but most of them are complete. This next one is from 1942, and I don't know much about this one, so any information you guys could share, what the giveaway was, anything about it, I'd appreciate it. But this is the 1942 Lone Ranger Army Ring Premium, and there's not much to it. There's another one, I believe it's the Secret Compartment Ring. It's a little more desired than that one. But any information on that, I appreciate. This one is really awesome, in my opinion. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the 1947 Lone Ranger Atomic Bomb Ring Premium. And they, for some reason, the Sign of the Times combined the atomic bomb with the Lone Ranger, and it worked. This was a really popular one. This was a Kick cereal promotion, again in 1947. And what's crazy about these rings is, I'll show you in a minute how you can take it off, but you can take off that red cap at the bottom and you look through a lens in the ring. And at the time, it was supposed to show like atoms exploding and whatnot in the ring. And what's crazy is they thought it was safe at the time, and these rings contained radioactive isotopes to give you those visuals. And it was, they contained polonium, I wrote this down, polonium alpha and zinc sulfide. And thankfully the half-life of those was pretty short, so it wouldn't hurt you too bad. But as a result, it's not possible to have a working example of this ring currently, because the isotopes would definitely be long dead. But this is pretty cool, and the thing about it, the red cap on the back that comes off, that's missing on a lot of these. So It's complete, and that's a cool one. Here's another one I don't know much about, and I might even be mistaken about what this is. I've seen several versions. This is supposedly 1948 Roy Rogers silver saddle ring. And from what I've seen, some of these are, you know, maybe there's two versions, maybe it's a knockoff, but the better version is sterling silver, which this one is not, and it has Roy Rogers on the seat. Whether it rubbed off on this or it was etched in on the other ones and it just wasn't ever present on this, I don't know. But if anybody knows anything about this, excuse me, it's hard to get focused. There we go, nice shot of that. If anybody knows anything about this ring, I'd be happy to know what you know. This next one is the last of the rings, but it's really cool in my opinion. This is the Terry and the Pirates gold detector metal ring. Some places called it the gold ore detector ring. It had a couple different names, but it's a 1947 premium from Quaker Cereals. And what you would do, you'd look through the big open end and you'd hold the other end up towards the light, and you could see these little flakes of, I don't know if they're diacrylic or what they were, but it would look like flecks of gold in there that you were detecting. That's a pretty neat one. It's the only Terry and the Pirates thing my dad has left and that he gave me, and that's really awesome. It's in working condition. The last two things I want to show excuse me, are two fan club pins. And the first one here, this is really cool in my opinion. See if I can, I don't know if I can stand it up here without falling. I'll just hold it up for you. This is awesome. This is the 1936. So this was probably my uncle's and handed down to my dad. This is the 1936 Buck Rogers Solar Scouts pin premium from Cream of Wheat. And my understanding is, so you can see it says Buck Rogers Solar Scouts there. My understanding is you would kind of rank up somehow. I don't know if it was through sending in more box tops or what you did, but you'd rank up and you get better and better patches and pins, and some of them are highly collectible. This is one of the more common ones, even though it's very old, and they only go for about 75 bucks. But it says on the back, to my Solar Scout pal Buck Rogers. You know, I don't care that these aren't too incredibly valuable. I think they're really cool, and furthermore, I wouldn't want to sell them anymore because, you know, they were my dad's, and he gave them to me, and I'm going to keep them. But, yeah, my dad and my grandfather and my uncle, they were all collectors, and we were lucky that, you know, there are some of those stories like, oh, my grandmother threw out these comics or these baseball cards or whatever, but a lot of the stuff, my grandmother, and especially my one grandfather, kept everything. So we were lucky enough to get a lot of that stuff passed down to us. This next piece is probably my favorite, and this is the 1946 Captain Marvel fan club pinback. And what's even cooler, I think, it's raggedy, it's got creases everywhere, but this is the Captain Marvel fan club membership card, and it's not even filled out. None of the examples, I mean, it's got holes in the bottom there, but, you know, it's in rough shape, but it's not filled out, and none of the examples I saw online for sale had that included. But there's the pin, and it's really cool. These pins, they go from, I've seen them going for about 75 to 100 bucks. And this was the one that was given away in 46, and my understanding was they did a different pin later in 48 that had Shazam kind of looking to the left a little bit, and the lightning bolts at the bottom were red. And supposedly that's more rare of the two and goes for a little bit more money. But I'm very happy to have these examples of these pieces of, you know, American radio / comic book / pop culture history. Very thankful that they're my dad's, and again, any of you collectors of premiums and pins and rings, any of you pop culture experts, or any of you guys who are older, and, you know, sorry, I'm older too, but any of you guys that are a little older than me that were into the Lone Ranger, any of this stuff, that can share any of the information you know on these pieces, please let me know. And thank you all very much for watching. I enjoyed sharing these with you, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Take care, and happy comic reading.